I am Napoleon Bonaparte, Emperor of the French, a man of Corsican birth who rose to lead a nation and, indeed, much of Europe. My journey from a modest upbringing to the grand heights of power began with ambition, vision, and an unwavering belief in destiny. It is now the year 1804, and I have ascended to the throne, crowned not by the Pope, but by my own hand, symbolizing that my authority comes not from divine right but from my own will and the people's mandate. My reign began with great reforms. The Napoleonic Code, which I hold as one of my proudest achievements, brought clarity and fairness to French law, ensuring equality before the law and abolishing feudal privileges. I reorganized education, built infrastructure, and centralized administration to strengthen the state. France needed stability, and I delivered it, emerging as the beacon of order amidst the chaos left by the revolution. But my ambitions did not stop at France's borders. Europe was fractured, dominated by monarchs who sought to extinguish the flames of revolution. I became their adversary, not out of a lust for conquest, but to defend and spread the principles of liberty and fraternity, albeit under my banner. My grand army swept across the continent, shattering coalitions and securing my place in history. The Battle of Austerlitz in 1805 stands as a testament to my strategic brilliance. Facing the combined forces of Austria and Russia, I orchestrated one of the most decisive victories in military history. That battlefield, veiled in morning fog, bore witness to the audacity of my maneuvers and the loyalty of my soldiers. "Vive l'Empereur!" they cried, as the enemy fled before us. Yet, the years that followed were not without challenges. In 1806, I established the continental system to weaken Britain, our enduring foe. However, it brought economic strain to Europe and sowed discontent among allies. Spain became a thorn in my side, the Peninsular War drained resources and morale, as guerrilla resistance proved more formidable than anticipated. Despite my victories, the seeds of unrest began to sprout. In 1812, I launched my most ambitious campaign, the invasion of Russia. It was a decision born of necessity and miscalculation. Moscow fell, but it was a hollow triumph. The Russian winter and scorched earth tactics decimated my forces, and the retreat was a harrowing march of despair. I returned to Paris, diminished but determined to rebuild. By 1814, my enemies had coalesced once more. Paris fell, and I was forced to abdicate, exiled to the island of Elba. But I am Napoleon, I do not yield easily. In 1815, I escaped, returning to France for what history now calls the 100 Days. My people welcomed me with open arms, and I marched to reclaim my throne, a feat unparalleled in its audacity. My final stand came at Waterloo. I fought with every ounce of strength and cunning, but the coalition was relentless. The battlefield became a graveyard for my dreams, and I was once again cast into exile, this time to St. Helena, where I write these words. History may judge me as a conqueror, an autocrat, or a reformer. I am all of these and more. I reshaped France and Europe, leaving a legacy that endures beyond my exile. I am Napoleon Bonaparte, Emperor of the French, a man of ambition and contradictions, whose name will echo through the ages.